Super kick party. Get the fuck out of the way. What the? Super kick my ass. Yo, YouTube Smith family, what's going on? What up, Kobe? And the future starts with an M. It is another episode of World of Toys. The reason you saw what's going on? Didn't I pay my light bill? Oh man, we got some hellacious stuff going on here in Smith Studio. It's Spawn from the Mortal Kombat action figure line made by McFarlane Toys. Rightfully so, McFarlane came up with Spawn, and this figure is for life. Future starts with an M, all that good stuff. Here we are. This is an awesome figure. We're going to get into it in just a second after I pay my light bill because the lights are flickering. I don't know what the hell is going on. Well, just skip all that. A whole bunch of technical difficulties going on. Anyway, this is Spawn from the Mortal Kombat action figure series. You can find these at GameStop, but I didn't find mine at GameStop. It was given to me. The future starts with an M. You will find out what that means, hopefully, sooner than later. The accessories are, you got the stand that comes with the Scorpion, the Raiden, and the Johnny Cage, which are the only ones that I have. I didn't pick up the Sub-Zero. I still will, because I think they got them like on clearance. But this sword here, man, Spawn's sword. I don't know if Spawn has a specific name for his sword, but the sword here is badass. And here we are, the breadwinner of this whole package, Spawn himself, Mr. Al Simmons. And this figure is awesome. Well, you know, if I'm reviewing it, it's awesome. I've never gotten a figure. I don't think I've ever gotten a figure that I did not like. Like I say, I didn't buy this figure. This figure was a gift to me, a very awesome gift. And if you're watching this video, if you're watching this review, thank you so much for buying this Spawn for me. It is an awesome gift, the perfect gift. It is a great video. The future starts with M. Now, let's get into the figure. Man, the detail on this figure, man, which we're gonna go into like right now, and I'm gonna compare it to some other Spawn figures. The Spawn figures from back in the day could still hold their weight. This is a good figure. It's 2020. You know, we got technology, and look at his face. Look at the eyes. Look at the white paint on his whole design here. Has his cape. It's not a spreadable cape. I think there's another Spawn that has like a very detailed cape, like in the movie when he came down from the chandelier at the party or whatever. He had like the big old cape or whatever, I think. But it was like one of those GoFundMe type things where you had to, like, you know, like where you had to raise money for a certain figure to be made, and so many people had to want to buy it for them to make it or something like. I've never done that, but I don't know if they ever made it. I don't know if they ever got that approved or got enough people to want to do it or whatever. But I know I got my Spawn figure, Mortal Kombat action figure series, and it is awesome. The detail, the spikes, the gauntlets here, the collar of the cape itself, the body. Now I will admit, out of all the Mortal Kombat figures, like I said, I got the Raiden, the Scorpion, and I got the Johnny Cage. And these are all made, tooled the same way, but this one moves way better than they do. And I'm not just saying that because this is Spawn or who gave it to me. I'm serious. This one, his shoulders move really smooth. His abdomen moves really smooth. His hip joints, his knees, everything. It's not like smooth as in loose. It's like really smooth as in my Raiden. It's aggravating kind of the pose. It's like you just pose it, just want to sit it there. This one is stop motion ready, if you will. You know, Scorpion wasn't. Johnny Cage wasn't, you know, and Raiden wasn't. But this one here, fresh out the box, you know, pull up at the coupe in the lot, all that good stuff. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'm going to get lazy. I got the Mojo deal. Travel like the 80. Anyway. But I gave it a chain because Spawn has a chain, and this is a dog chain. I've been had it for years. Just an added accessory, but this is how it looks with his sword. And I can't stress enough how cool this figure is. If you see it, you better grab it, because as far as posability, man, you can tell it's holding its weight with looks and aesthetics or whatever. It's a great figure, and I'm gonna work on me a Spawn stop motion, except I'm gonna be Spawn. I've used my action figure in the Wildwood of Wrestling as a commentator because I commentate, or whatever. But I don't know. I guess it'd be kind of cool to kind of write myself in a story since I have nobody else to write it for me. I can be something happen to me and I'll come back as a hellspawn, and I don't know. It might flop. It might be the worst idea ever. Just trying to have fun, man. I'm just lucky to still be here on YouTube. You know, a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't really do it anymore. And people don't really watch these videos like that. But I mean, I've never been on YouTube for. Anyway, I'm going into some other shit. Here we go with the original Spawn figures. Well, some of the originals. You had the Spawn comic book figures, and you had the Spawn movie figures. These here are two of the Spawn movie figures from 1997, and I just bought these last year. Me and Jamal, what's up, Jamal, representing in Poland. Come on back home. My boy Jamal be traveling. He's in the army. He does his thing. We went to a store called Second and Charles, and they had these. They had the Al Simmons here that I have in my hand now. It came with a machine gun and a shovel, and you could take off his hood here. You can't take off the jacket, and the sleeves are like those old Undertaker action figures. You know, they're part of the arm or whatever. But for these figures to be from 1997, I know McFarlane tried to do the whole deal with Mattel. But Mattel, you know, with the kids and stuff, and McFarlane didn't want to, you know, abide by the rules. He wanted to make his action figures, not theirs, and that's exactly what he did. He came up with McFarlane Toys. We all know the story. And now, when I was making this video, because the original audio was turned down, I was on the phone. Future starts with an M. I was looking, I'm like, these figures are old, but I mean, detail-wise, with the 2020 and the 1997, this is one of the only figures, or only figure series that can still kind of hold its weight to a figure made this. Okay, no, it doesn't have the shoulder joint and the ankle pivot and all that good stuff, but you see the detail on the Al Simmons just by himself. I haven't even got to the Spawn yet. His hand's open, but he can still hold his shovel. You know, like, I mean, this is all great right here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember getting these figures. I'm like, okay, cool. I was gonna do some stop motion with them, but I opened them up. They didn't move like the Elites or the Lightning Collection or the Marvel Legends. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I just got two nostalgic figures. I'm not gonna do anything with them. But now, since I got the new Spawn, putting the old Spawns to them, I could use all three of these in the same subject. Honestly, you know, the new figure isn't a bad figure, but the old ones damn sure aren't bad. And I didn't review these, so we're reviewing them now, like a little bonus. Here is the movie Spawn. I started to get the one that came with the cape, the little wings or whatever. It was $20. I should have, because now they don't have it anymore. And they even had Violator, man. They had like whoever, the Second and Charles, I guess you can take stuff there and trade it in. And they were unopened. It was like a Christmas gift I bought myself last year when I had the old studio. And just like, okay, this is, you can tell when it comes to points of articulation that this figure was made back in the day, but look at the detail. We got, Leslie, what is up with you, this camera today? You got the new figure in the back and the old figure right here being profiled, man. The rubber pieces are still holding up. Everything's painted. The sculpt detail. I mean, this is 1997 we're talking about, and it's not better than the 2020, but it's like that cool little brother. You know, big brother's in the middle, but his little siblings are just as cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And the reason the Young Bucks were in this video, because this is supposed to be the Young Bucks, but I did their review, lost the footage, didn't feel like doing it again, so I just figured I'd show them in a video. So I got the Young Bucks. They're awesome. All these figures are awesome. Every figure that I review is awesome. You don't have to like, you don't have to share, you don't have to subscribe. Just watch the video. We got more coming. 10 years Wild of Wrestling in October. Hope you're here, because if you're not, you're gonna miss out. Big boy Last Smith. I have to work. By the time you watch this, I think I will be at work, but that doesn't matter. As long as you're watching and you like it. 3W Championships is also coming back too.